showing out tonight. And I'm showing out tonight. Oh, bro. It's the God School. Shout out to the homie Space. This is two-tone shit, but this is my boy Space. It's God School brand. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's the H. It's the X. Hey, wherever I go. Yeah, man. Welcome to Two Shots of Hip Hop Volume 13. Thank you for rocking with me. Appreciate it. Got a new background. Got some stuff in the background. Switch the camera angle up so y'all can see some other things going on in the background besides my face. You dig? But shout out to my boy Space. This is Got School clothing brand. I got the shirt too, Space. I gotta rock that for you, man. I still got it. But yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Two Tone. This is Fat Boy Fresh Volume 2 that Tone dropped a while back. But yeah, man, was sort of in a little funk. I had all my ideas written down. I think I just overthought them, so I'm off my schedule as far as dropping, you know, the podcast here. But yeah, this is volume 13 already, but a lot more to come. I'll just jump right into it. One of the things that I wanted to discuss here real quick. Also, shout out to E Sauce and Arizona Mixtapes. They just dropped Arizona all-female cipher just recently up on Mill Ave. Shout out to them. I see y'all doing it. Yeah, I also added some new people. I got to go back and on my Facebook and write y'all names down. I wanted to reach out and try and, you know, get to know as many AZ artists as I can. So yeah, I got some new people, and I'm adding more people to Instagram as well. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Y'all know who you are, the new people and whatnot. I appreciate y'all, you know, accepting my ad and everything like that. So I want to jump right into it. I want to talk. I have a list of stuff that I'm talking about, but I wanted to talk about. First off, there's some people out there that will tell you, you know, this is motivation for rappers. Let me just talk about that first, and then I'll you know, talk about my comment or my content right now real quick. But there's some people out there that will tell you that you got to move to blow up. So you got to get out of Arizona, you know what I'm saying? You got to move to Atlanta, you got to move to LA, you got to move to New York or whatever the fuck. But I'm not the person that prescribes to that, you know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to that shit. I don't encourage that shit. I encourage you to do your shit here because with the power of the internet, anything is possible for you. You know what I'm saying? Look at Futuristic. Kid blew up here. He's from here. He blew up here. You know, probably has a crib out in LA, does some business out in LA, but the kid's always back here doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? Kid goes on tour, all that type of shit. So don't sit there and prescribe to that shit or subscribe to that shit telling you ain't gonna be able to do it here, because there is a market here. You just got to put in the time and invest in yourself and reach out to as many people as possible and, you know, create your vibe, and people will gravitate towards you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep doing it. You can't quit just because there are, you know what I'm saying, some people out there that might not be feeling your shit or telling you, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna be able to do it here, you should go here, you're dope, you know what I'm saying, dip up out of here, you know what I mean? Do it here, you got the internet, you can push your shit. I see people out here making videos, I see people getting better, and I'll tell you one thing real quick in regard to that Arizona all-female cipher thing that just popped off recently. You know what I'm saying? I think Arizona female MCs might be leading the way for us. They might be the ones to break down the door. In all honesty, you know what I'm saying? Because they're doing it. You know what I mean? And it's that type of thing too, where where the more they push, the more they get recognized. One of them is going to blow up. And they're going to be representing Arizona out there, because the female side of hip hop is a different market, and I really think female MCs from here are probably going to lead the way and open it up for us. And I honestly believe the more we push here, the rap game can be ran by us, for like the next, 5 to 10 years if we really push it, you know what I mean? But we got to come together and push it all as one. And I really believe that we could be running that shit, you know what I'm saying, for like the next 10 years. Like Houston had their shine in like 05, 06, 07 and whatnot. Atlanta in the early 2000s, and obviously Atlanta still. But New York had their time. LA, coming back doing stuff. The Bay out there doing it. Midwest blowing up, you know what I mean? But I really think Arizona and the Southwest in general has a unique opportunity right now to take the lead and keep the lead, you know what I mean? Keep all eyes on us. So keep doing your thing if you out there, you know what I mean? Don't give up, and don't worry about you trying to go to a different market and whatnot, because you think you're gonna blow up there. Because obviously, if you look at it, that market's already saturated. Atlanta's already saturated with people. LA's already saturated with people trying to do the same shit. Why won't you just blow up here? I just want to get that off my chest, you know what I mean? First off, I'm also gonna keep this podcast sort of short. I'm gonna try and I was setting a timer on my watch here real quick to try and keep it down to around 25 minutes. So 25 minutes rocking with me coming up. I appreciate y'all. So I want to talk about a couple things. China just recently banned hip hop. China is not feeling hip hop. I guess it's the imagery, and China's a communist country, but they recently banned hip hop. So just wanted to give you that news there real quick. Also wanted to ask you guys, what content do you guys like? Do you guys like the magazines that we go over? Are there any things that you want in particular? Obviously, we still have a lot of interviews. This is still a young podcast. We're still coming up. Tell me what you guys like. I really appreciate the feedback, so I can know what more to concentrate on and what to push forward in the future here. Twitter use. Please drop your Twitter handles in the comment section. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get better at Twitter. I try to respond to everybody's Facebook comments. I try to respond to everybody's Instagram comments. I try to respond to Twitter now. I got to get back on Tumblr a little bit more just to add things in there. But please drop your Twitter handle. I'm trying to reach out. I'm also looking people up and just following them on Twitter. I recently learned to use the notifications on Twitter and Instagram. With the 3 little dots on the top, you can, I don't know if you guys know, I didn't know, but you can subscribe, when you follow somebody, you can get notifications every time they post, or occasional notifications whenever they post. So I've been doing that a little bit more on Instagram, trying to follow everybody that I can in Arizona doing the thing. So please, again, drop your Twitters, drop your Instagrams as well. I appreciate that. Mumble Rap. I want to talk about Moomba Rap. Moomba Rap recently came up. Rolling Stones recently put the kings of Mumble Rap, in my opinion, besides Future, the Migos. They got the Rolling Stone cover. I wanted to talk about Mumble Rap, and I wanted to ask you guys if Mumble Rap is succeeding because them dudes do. Let me see real quick. Hold up. My bad. Moomba Rap is a product of good production. You know what I'm saying? I mean, lots of times when you hear some of these new cats, like what's that Gucci Gang song? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, people have done a lot of breakdowns of that song, but a lot of that shit is just good production. Like, these kids aren't even saying anything. You know what I mean in regard to it. So I think Moomba Rap is the product of really good production and then repetitive hooks. So I don't know, but I do want to give the Migos their props because them dudes hustle, and they constantly put out shit. Like, it's basically like throwing, spaghetti on a wall, and they see what sticks. It's basically what it comes down to, in my opinion. Yeah, but yeah, the TDE tour. So Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, SZA, other people. Their tickets they're gonna be coming to Arizona May 14th at the Auction Casino Pavilla, whatever the heck it is. So that's coming up there, as far as some rap tours that are coming up within the spring and summer here. So look out for them. That's going to be a really good show. Russ is gonna be at the Gold Rush Festival that's in Chandler. And I don't know. I've listened to Russ, but I haven't really been a fan of him. I saw some recent stuff on YouTube from him. Let me know what y'all think of Russ. Is he dope? Is he not dope? From what I heard, at least he raps. You know what I'm saying? Also saw a recent YouTube from Chris Webby. Man, that kid spit some bars just recently. Just dissed the whole Moomba Rap scene too in those bars. So y'all should check that out for real, Chris Webby. But again, Russ, I'm trying to be a fan. I like it. I like it. I'll tell you this: it's better than G-Eazy. I'll tell you that right now. If you're a fan of G-Eazy, that's cool. I think G-Eazy's a industry plant, in my opinion. But I know there's people out there that like that dude. But Russ seems to have better skills, in my opinion. He dropped some dope stuff from what I was listening to. But let me know what you guys think of Russ. Still want to do the Woe Challenge. I'm gonna be sending out some invitations, I guess you would say, or some fillers out to some of these cats that I've been reaching out to and whatnot. Trying to put people in my circle and reach out to them to do a Woe Challenge, which is the Black Raw beat Woe. I want to see people get on that. I'm even thinking about getting on that shit, and I haven't rapped in years. So hitting y'all up for that. Woe Challenge, Woe Challenge, Woe Challenge. Alright? Skillshare, wanted to go over as well. Skillshare is a YouTube page where you can just learn different things. So if you're thinking about getting a side hustle, creating something, making t-shirts, making small toys, making keychains, who the fuck knows what you guys want to do. But for you guys out there that need merchandise and stuff like that, I suggest you make it yourself. Obviously, it's a lot easier. It's a lot better if you do it yourself instead of having to pay somebody to do it, because more of the money is going to come back to you rather than to somebody else. But there's a Skillshare YouTube. Check it out. All right, you pretty much learn anything on YouTube. Want to talk about car raps? There is. I didn't know this was like a thing. I see people rapping cars all the time, but I didn't know it was a thing. So them car raps, man. I think you guys should out there. For you rappers out there, it's really just for rappers. You rappers out there, get some car raps in your videos, man, in your Instagrams, things like that. Especially on Instagram, because you can do it for a minute and you can post it up on there. And I suggest if you're a rapper, you should be posting like 7 to 10 pieces of content a day on Instagram, Facebook, your Twitter. I'm always pushing to go back and push your old shit. Your first albums, your first EPs, where you started from type shit, your first singles, all that. Keep pushing that old shit, because again, there's people out there that haven't heard you before, and you should introduce them to your first joints. You know what I'm saying? It's always good. Everybody's always looking in the future. Okay, what's my next shit? What's my next shit? But look to the future, but at the same time, look to the past and push it forward, if that makes sense. Let people know what you out there doing, where you started from. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna be posting my first. Like I posted, I told y'all I rap and whatnot. I rapped, before, and I posted in one of the podcasts, my 10-track album, so to speak. So yeah, man, go back and do that. But I was gonna say, I had a 2 Shots in Hip Hop podcast that I did that wasn't good. It wasn't even me in front of the camera. It was just me like playing some music, and I was showing people posts of the mixtapes that I was creating, and it was about to drop, and it was literally on a post-it note. I wrote in black marker, and I was just putting it in front of the camera with music behind it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at the time. So go back, man. I'm gonna post that old shit because I thought it was funny. But again, go back and do that. But going back to the car raps, man, you should be posting your car rap definitely, because it's a cool deal. I suggest posting on Instagram again because it's like a minute, and then from Instagram, obviously, you can post it on Facebook. So car raps. All right. And also, I want to talk about increasing productivity from year 1 to year 2. You want to make your biggest leap. So your first album. You drop your first album. When you drop your second album, You want to make a really big leap from 1 to 2. You know what I'm saying? So as far as productivity, as far as your skill level, as far as how many fans you get, you want to you want to increase everything. You want to go on the upswing from year 1 to year 2. Once you have that upswing going, you keep going up. You know what I mean? You might plateau a little bit, but you gotta go from year 1 to year 2. Like with this podcast, I gotta go from this year 1 that I'm starting, and in year 2 I have to make mad productivity. I have to have mad people following me, and the only way to do that is stay on your grind every single fucking day, post content every single fucking day. So that's just some advice for you guys out there, man. Like, that's what it takes. You gotta get that productivity from year 1 to year 2. You don't want to go 2 years without any increases. So you always want to look at ways to create growth. You always want to look at what the next wave might be. You want to look at you also want to respond to people. If you're on Facebook or you're on Twitter or you're on Instagram, and people are sitting there. J-Rob the Chief's really good at that. I always leave a comment for his shit. Dude always responds. So go out there and do that if you're an up-and-coming artist, man. Respond to everybody. Take the time to respond to everybody. That's a really big thing. That creates growth. That makes people start rocking with you. That makes people start checking for your shit every day. Like, if you drop some shit on a consistent basis, and again, J-Rob the Chief currently is dropping his 90s baby vibe. He's out there killing it right now. He's going over... He's rapping over tons of beats right now and just dropping them on Instagram, and them shits is getting reactions for him. So, create your ideas. Always think of new ways to innovate. Always think of new ways to reach out and create a good fan base. And, that once you create that good fan base, where it goes from there is completely up to you, but you want to go out there and create it. The only way to do it is to keep grinding every day. So yeah, I'm keeping this podcast short because I got some other shit that I'm coming up with pretty soon here. I got some interviews coming up, things like that. I was going to go over my magazines, but I think I'm going to save that for another time because I got some other things that I'm working on currently. I got some t-shirts that I'm working on. And there is something on Amazon that I just ran across recently. It is, you can design your own shirts and they'll create them and sell them for you. Obviously, they're going to take they're going to take a cut of it, but I got a lot of designs. Hold up. Shit, I'm going to sneeze there. Didn't want to sneeze on camera. I'm working on something for Amazon. I got some t-shirt designs, some original t-shirt designs that I'm going to put up on Amazon here pretty soon. I'm just going through the application process right now, but I'm going to be working on those, so I'm going to be showing y'all those. I'm going to go over magazines in the next podcast. I really like that little section that I do in regard to the magazines because it allows us to go over, past, magazine covers, what was going on at that time, things like that. Wanted to show you guys some of the things. I have a lot of stuff that I'm still going through. Like I said, I rearranged the desk area and things like that. So I pulled out a lot of my old stuff. I found these Double XL 10 Rap Commandments. So I'm going to go over that with you guys in the next podcast as well. Got some drinks coming up here. Spring and summer's coming up. There's some, I'm going to post this I'm going to post a picture of this in the comments in case you guys want any. And this is an old one that I like, but it had drink recipes and it had E40, DMX, a Big Pun drink, Machiavelli, which is 5 shots of Hennessy straight up, served in a tall glass. They have the recipe for Hurricane. They got the recipe for something called Johnny Blaze, Thug Passion, which is Yellow Alizé and Hennessy over ice. So I'm going to post this picture up in the comments. I've kept this for a long time. I had this up on my refrigerator back in the day when I was single and doing the damn thing. But yeah, again, Rap Commandments, drinks. I'm going to post them. I'll probably just post the picture because it's a lot to go through. I'll probably skim it in the next podcast. But those are just the type of things that I'm bringing out and I'm bringing to you guys in the podcast. Shout out to everybody rocking with me. I'm probably going to keep this short because, like I said, again, my podcasts have been really long. When I go FB Live, I'm going for like an hour. So, I'm trying to keep it down. feed this to you guys in bite-sized portions so you guys keep rocking with me and you're not just sitting there like, damn, you still talking, it's been an hour. I understand. I'm going to cut them down, keep them short. But yeah, I hope you guys like the background. Pac's still up there, of course. Got the periodic table of elements up there. I got my vision board right here. I got these Mario joints that I made at work before. Got Friday Night Lights, Constant Hustle. Got my bodyguard here. If you don't know who he is, you don't know. I ain't gonna explain it to you. Feel me? So, yeah. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing right now that I wanted to go over. Nah. But shout out to y'all, man. I'm gonna be reaching out to people still, setting up these interviews. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the shares more. So, stay rocking with me. Got some new music gonna be dropping in the background for y'all. Again, this Two Tones Fat Boy Fresh Volume 2. He dropped a while. He had 3 of them. I think he has, and there was a #1 rapper in AZ joint. Be the Ruler's about to drop some new stuff. I know Conscious Pilot is working on some new stuff. My boy Slippy's about to drop his podcast. Again, go out and rock with, damn, I forgot to do that. For my boy Garza, he has a YouTube page where he does a lot of shoes. For you shoe heads out there, go ahead and check his page. His name is Jesse Garza. I still got to go and find, I got to write it down and go find what title he has for his YouTube page. But yeah, again, shout out to Arizona Mixtapes, that all-female cipher. I'm going to check it out. I didn't see you guys post it yet, but I saw like the pictures and whatnot. So I think I got to revisit that and check that out. It should be dope. But yeah, man, it's coming up on nice weather here. And I know there's going to be a lot of barbecues. So I'm going to be taking my camera. I'm going to be taking my tripod. I'm going to be going out and I'm going to be documenting a lot of stuff going down because it's going to be fun. It's 2018. We got to keep it moving. Like I said, if we come together, we can hold this shit down for like the next decade. You understand me? Just got to push and grind every day. And again, 7 to 10 pieces of content. You don't have to create new stuff. All you have to do is document what you're doing. Say you're writing. Document what you're writing. 30 seconds of a video showing you writing something. Showing you going to the store maybe to pick up some new gear for a video. Show pictures of the people doing your videos and tag them in the comments, on Instagram, things like that. Tag me in the shit that you're doing. Again, it's 2 Shots in Hip Hop is my Instagram, and my Facebook page is also 2 Shots in Hip Hop. So continue funking with me, and I'm going to be continuing to give you all I can. I'm going to be continuing to try to motivate the culture. I want to be the ambassador of hip hop for my state, and got more shit to come. All right, deuces. Y'all have a good one. Let's take that G. We can go around the world and spend them chips. We can go around Vegas, we can spend them chips. Whatever the reason, I'm leaving. So every girl, I got the proper seasoning. Oh yeah, 2 Shots of Hip Hop, Volume 13. Volume 14 up next. Shout out to DJ Myth.